in learning how words and how it's singing. Not yet. And what we and what we're gonna be doing.
We will.
Louder?
No. Start over.
Start over here.
I am Keisha and I sing in the soprano line.
Well, I'm Kelly, and I usually sing alto.
I am Ginel Greenwich Ramkisoon. I sing alto, and I am one of the founding members of Heaven Sent, which means that I have been here for 20 years or so.
Hi, my name is Marilyn. I sing tenor and also I sing bass.
And I am Stacey Ann. Marilyn is my partner because we both sing tenor. I can't sing bass.
Hi everyone, I'm Ayana. I sing soprano.
I am Stacey Roxanne Semper Scott. I sing soprano. I'm also the leader of Heaven Sent.
Describe Heaven Sent in one word. Family.
Dynamic.
We can be described as vivacious. We are very exciting, lively, animated a lot of times. We have a lot of fun together.
A blessing, I would say, because of my background and, coming into Heaven Sent, I would say Heaven Sent, one word, a blessing.
Amen. Amen.
I definitely would say that we are blessed.
Describe Heaven Sent in one word, dynamic. Dynamic. I cannot spell, It's dynamic.
I think our talk sessions are my favorite memories, even our practices. At a time when you go there, it's like a stress relief. Yes, you go to practice, but we talk so much about our lives. We like a network because we all share the same things, but we have families, children around the same age. So a lot of laughter and fun that happens at our practices and even our talks, It helps you to realize that, okay, you're not alone in this battle.
Well, the main one that stands out for me was that time when we all got trapped in Kumana, because we went up there to have a Sabbath program, Sabbath morning and Sabbath afternoon, and during the midday service, while we were conducting the program, we got word that the only access point for Kumana, which was a single bridge, had broken down. And we were not sure when the government of Trinidad and Tobago would have been able to fix it. So we were immediately stranded in Kumana on an impromptu camp out.
Even though it was something we didn't prepare for, we didn't plan for, it happened to be probably the most fun time we've had together. We went up for service this Sabbath and we had to stay there until probably about Tuesday or Wednesday. Marilyn had to miss out though because her loving husband came and collected her early. But the rest of us stayed up there and we had so much fun. We ate and we sang and we laughed, and Cully, our musical director, was there with us, and we gelled, and it was the vacation that we all needed.
My favorite memory, being trapped in Kumana, I'm sure you would have heard others talk about it, that unexpected bridge event where the bridge broke down and we were stranded for some days. I mean, it is my favorite. We had a lot of fun then. Heaven Sent Ministries wasn't always Heaven Sent Ministries. We started off singing as master guides in Master Guide Fair. Master Guides is a group that we have in the Seventh-day Adventist Church where we involve young persons from ages 16 to adults to participate in spiritual activities as well as physical activities. And we had a fair once and we started singing together. From there, we pledged that we will continue singing, and that is how our ministry began.
Well, we went to a Master Guide Fair, and these young ladies, well, they were young, much younger than I was. I was already married with children, and we decided to just come together. We had known each other, and we came together, and we were able to sing at an AY program
Okay.
in the evening of that Master Guide Fair. And then we realized, hey, we could sing and we could really sing good, and things started developing from there. So that's how we became friends, or started off singing together.
Okay. And well, I joined Heaven Sent a lot later. It's only been 6 years for me. But I was introduced to the group by a really good friend of mine, Carla. She sings with Heaven Sent as well. And I heard Heaven Sent sing at a conference up at USC. I had found that they were such a blessing. The ministry was very, very breathtaking. And so I told her, I said, your song is so beautiful. And from that, I guess she realized, well, maybe it would be a good addition for me to join the group, and I joined that too. It's really been a blessing.
There was a time when I went to one of their concerts. At that time, I wasn't a part of the group, and I just basically, I literally fell in love with the group, and I said to myself, I would really like to be a part of this group, and lo and behold, maybe about a year after, my sister came and told me that they needed somebody, and I was so happy. I just wanted to be a part of the group so much, so I went, and the first person I met was Gaynell, and she was very friendly, and the rest is history.
I was invited to a musical program at Marbella Church. And at that point in time, I had left the church, and Heaven Sent ministered to me that evening. I remember crying long tears because they sang all the songs that I would have sung whilst growing up in church. And I saw people like Stacy, Kelly, Judy May, and those were the ones who I grew up with more or less. I also remember after the service looking for Stacy and asking her, can I please join Heaven Sent? And she was like, sure, come on. So that's why I'm here today, a part of Heaven Sent.
Kind of way, heart to heart and hand in hand.
I would say it has most definitely enhanced. We don't just sing. There are times when we stop singing and go on those types of events where we just need to reconnect with God. We have prayer retreats, we have prayer and fasting sessions, we have our spiritual times where we bring in our backups or reinforcements to keep us grounded. So all of that has really helped to keep us here and functioning as members and ministers within the Seventh-day Adventist circle and even other religions as well.
It definitely helped enhance my spiritual life, and I always tell people Heaven Sent is the little piece of Jesus that I hang on to. Everything else might fade away, but there's something when I turn or when I go to practice on a Saturday night that reminds me that I should hold on to Jesus.
Love's forever when you're forever.
I would say my hardest journey was all the heartbreaks, all the disappointments between us, when we hurt each other, when we disappoint each other, when we think that we have no way out and we turn our backs on Heaven Sent Ministries. I think that's my hardest along my journey with my sisters. But what I can say is
Despite the hardships, they've always been there. They never left each other's side, and they don't give up on each other. We always stand true to each other, and we hold on to each other, keeping us together was our main mantra, of course with God at our side.
There was a founding member of the group, Judy May, and she had to travel, and basically Judy May was one of the persons that when I now started the group, she really took me in under her wings, and she really, you know, she was really nice to me. And when she had also left, that really touched me, and it took me a while to how to say, it took me a while to, you know, kind of open up to the other ladies of the group.
When persons leave, I mean, we may still remain friends, but because they're no longer part of the group, it's always sad when they're not here to continue to share that experience. So hopefully one day they'll come back.
One I have come to love, we have just done it in a concert we did last year, was Victory.
Oh, yes.
And that song is really dear to me because it's number one, right in my range of singing. And it has really been a blessing for me. I am anticipating what God will do in the future for me. So victory, yes, I'm claiming that victory.
Amen, amen.
And there's also a song that, for some people would say I star in, and that's Water, because that's one of the songs where I sing bass, if you want to call it that. I sing lower than everybody there. And I love that song because thank God for his water of life flowing freely for each one of us, right? And he gives that water to each and every one of us.
Okay. Two of my favorite songs are one, Thou Lord. It's one of the first songs that I sang with Heaven Sent and singing tenor with Maro. And it's a wonderful song. I mean, all the parts and everything is really, really a song that gives, God the highest glory. And because of who he is, I really enjoy singing that song. And one that Chris leads in, I Feel Your Spirit. I really, really love that song. The first concert that we had, when we sang that song, I could have definitely felt the Spirit of the Lord in that place, and from that experience, every time I hear that song, it takes me to a really wonderful place.
Total Praise, most definitely. And I also like Brooklyn Tabernacle's Pray. Even though we cry through the whole song every time we sing Pray, but definitely one of my favorites.
I've seen him do it, definitely. That song somehow ministers to me. And with singing that song, no matter what I would have gone through the week, just singing that song helps me to just realize, okay, the week was nothing compared to what God has in store for me for the future. I also like bum tunes where I can really dance a bit, so I know who God says I am. I love that song as well, and I always tell them, okay, the day I die, that's my, what's the song, the procession song that I wish for them to sing.
Well, I hope that we all grow really, 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 really old together, and we could still be there gumming with each other, laughing and kicking with our gray hairs and our gummy smiles, and enjoying each other's company, and still having that spark of joy and love for each other. So that is my hope and prayer for Heaven Sent.
My hope and prayer is that we all make it to heaven, because I can't imagine can't imagine life on earth without them. And of course, when we get to heaven, it's like going to be the ultimate goal, the ultimate trophy, the ultimate I don't know, blessing. Because to be here, sinful and sound good, and to be created anew, we sinful beings have given so much to each other. So could you imagine us being renewed and perfect? How much more we can enjoy with each other. So that's my hope first, that we would continue being together, that we'll continue helping each other, and that we will all get to heaven together. Yep.
Good now?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
The person will tell me don't cry. Come and cry, eh?
Our
Yeah.
hearts we know we're forever friends.
No, I will not trade any of my friends in Heaven Sent. Never.
I might consider trading Keisha. She little pesky, but no, just kidding. I won't trade any of them. I've known each of them for different periods of time, lengths of time, and trading them is not an option.
Not at all. Not at all. From the quietest one to the loudest one, not at all. The quietest one being Ayana, the loudest one being Chris. Not a single one of them. And everyone in between, I would definitely keep every single one of them. Who's the most quiet one? Well, we'll give that trophy to Ayana.
Ayana, we call her the and in Trinidad and Tobago. She says nothing. The fussy one, Stacy, Roxanne, Semper, Scott.
The fussy one, Stacy, Semper, Scott.
Who's the most glamorous? Each and every one of us in our own way.
Keisha.
Who sings their own things? Well, Chris will sing her own words. And I know I tend to sing my own part sometimes.
Who sings their own words? Chris, and Chris.
I really do pray that we are able to live the best life that we can as God's representatives, being a good example to ourselves first, to our families, and to the world at large. That our music will be able to minister to people all over the world so that they too can come to know Jesus, who is to know life eternal.
Yeah, yeah. He has given me victory. Almighty God has given me victory. He has given me victory. Ooh, yeah. All the days of my life I praise you. Everything that I have now you give to me, Baba. Lord, I say for your love I'm grateful. Yes, you love me plenty, you came to die for me. Jehovah Rapha, Jehovah Nissi, I am that I am. Ooh. I searched around, there's no one else like you. Lion of Judah, you're the mighty man in battle. Oh yeah, he has given me victory. Oh, that's given me victory. Oh yeah, Almighty God has given me victory. Oh yeah, he has given me victory. He has given me victory. Hallelujah, power. Because of Jesus, every day I shine around it. Double, heavenly blessings, I am a day receive. Oh. mercies always they follow.
Yeah,
He's given me victory.
God has given me victory.
He's given me victory. He's given me victory.
He has given me victory.
He's given me victory.
Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Jesus has given you victory. Come, let's dance, let's give him praises.
Let's dance and praise.
Jesus has given you victory. Come, let's dance, let's give him praises now.
Because of Jesus, every day I shall around. Double, heavenly blessings, time and day receive. God, your grace and mercies always they follow.
Yeah,
He's given me victory.
God has given me victory.
He's
Almighty God has given me victory.
He's given me victory.
He has given me victory.
He's given me victory.
Hallelujah, 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 because of Jesus, every day I shall go rally do. Double, heavenly blessings, time and they receive. God, your grace and mercy always they follow me.